Steel doesn't scream, concrete doesn't bleed, but when water gets in, buildings begin to rot from the inside out. Water is life until it enters where it shouldn't. To a structure, water is silent sabotage. Unlike fire, which ravages in minutes, water is slow, patient, and relentless. It doesn't announce its arrival with sirens or smoke. It waits, it seeps, it expands, it corrodes. By the time you see the stains, the flaking paint, the swelling drywall, or the musty odor in the air, the damage is already well underway. Beneath the surface, out of sight, a building begins to unravel. How does water get in? Not with a flood, but through invisible, everyday pathways. Every rainstorm, every humid afternoon, every freeze and thaw is an opportunity. Water finds microcracks in concrete and slips through porous stone. It snakes past faulty window seals or a roof tile, just a fraction out of place. Even concrete, dense as it seems, can act as a sponge over time, drawing moisture deep into its core. The smallest imperfection becomes an open door. Imagine a single drop finding its way into a hairline crack. It's harmless at first, then another drop follows, and another. With each passing day, more water accumulates, pooling quietly inside. Once there, it doesn't just sit. It begins to work. Trapped water is where destruction takes root. It sets off hidden chemical reactions, slowly dissolving the fabric that holds a structure together. Steel and water, a bad mix, no matter how you look at it. Inside concrete, steel bars, called rebar, give strength and flexibility. But rebar isn't immortal. When water reaches it, the steel begins to rust. Rust is more than a surface stain. It's a chemical expansion. Iron turns to iron oxide, swelling in size. This internal pressure acts like a wedge, pushing against the surrounding concrete. Cracks widen. The bond between steel and concrete weakens. The building doesn't simply crumble, it unravels, its hidden skeleton failing from the inside out. Sometimes the signs are obvious. A chunk of balcony falls to the ground, a facade peels away. But more often, the warning is silent, until the day it isn't. In cold climates, water has an even crueler trick. It exploits the freeze-thaw cycle, a silent war waged with each passing season. Water seeps into a tiny pore or crack. When temperatures drop, the water freezes and expands, prying the crack further apart. The next day, it thaws, retreating back into its liquid form. But the damage is done. Each freeze and thaw repeats the process, turning invisible cracks into visible fractures. Over years, sidewalks buckle, walls split, and foundations shift, all because of water's quiet persistence. Near the sea, water finds a new ally: salt. Salt water isn't just wet. It's aggressive. Chlorides from seawater invade concrete, seeking out the steel within. At the molecular level, these salts accelerate corrosion, breaking down the protective layers that would otherwise shield the rebar. It's not just rust anymore. It's a race against time, a rapid spiral towards structural failure. Marine bridges and coastal buildings exposed to this relentless assault often show dramatic deterioration in just a few decades. But we aren't helpless. For every trick water plays, engineers have a countermeasure. They design membranes to block moisture, water stops to seal joints, and advanced sealants to close microcracks. Cathodic protection systems apply tiny electrical currents to counteract corrosion, shielding rebar from attack. Smart drainage systems whisk water away before it can linger. New coatings and admixtures make concrete less porous, less welcoming to moisture. Each solution buys time, delays the inevitable, and gives structures a fighting chance. Yet, the most powerful weapon against water isn't found in chemistry or technology. It's vigilance. Regular inspections, scheduled maintenance, and proactive repairs make all the difference. Catching a leak early, resealing a window, or clearing out a clogged gutter might seem trivial, but these small acts of care can save entire buildings from ruin. The true enemy is complacency, the belief that a structure once built will stand forever without attention. And sometimes the stakes are higher than we realize. Some of the world's most iconic structures, their beauty admired by millions, are quietly decaying from within. Cathedrals, bridges, historic homes, all vulnerable to water's subtle touch. Preserving them isn't just architecture, it's rescue work, a race to protect the past for future generations. Engineers, conservators, and caretakers become detectives, searching for the faintest clues of water ingress and fighting to keep history alive. Water is nature's most patient engineer. It's both creator and destroyer, shaping landscapes and eroding mountains over millennia. Given enough time, it will reshape anything, stone, steel, or soul. It doesn't need permission or forgiveness. It just finds a way. So, if a building whispers with a damp breath, if the walls sweat or the ceiling stains, if you hear the gentle drip, drip, drip in the quiet hours, listen. Don't ignore the subtle signs. Don't wait for a disaster to reveal the hidden rot. Because when water gets in, the countdown begins. The battle for a building's life is fought in silence, beneath the surface, drop by drop. In the end, it's not brute force that wins or loses. It's patience, vigilance, and respect for water's quiet power. Every structure is a story, a testament to human ambition, ingenuity, and care. But every story is vulnerable too. Listen to what the walls are saying. Catch the warning before it becomes a tragedy. Because water, for all its silence, always has the last word. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.